Good morning, guys. Happy Friday, traders. Hope you're doing well. Welcome to the end of the week. Hope you've had a fantastic week. Let me know in the comments, how has your week been? Have you ended up green on the week so far? In the red? Planning to trade today? What's your plan for today? Let me know. I am green on the week, not on all my accounts, but I am green across some of the accounts, which is good. And it was really came down to timing, getting into a trade that I couldn't get into on all my accounts at the same time when I was already down. So when that trade played out, got me into green, but unfortunately I wasn't in a position on my other accounts. Note to self, do not leave the computer to go get a drink when a trade is moments away from setting up. Anyway, all good. We'll move on. Let's move over to the calendar and see what's happening today. It is non-farm payroll day. So first thing to note, we won't be trading until 8:30. News drops. Okay, we want to see what happens with the news. And then we will look to get into the market. Second thing is, any analysis I do in today's video will likely be destroyed. We'll try and do our best to get an idea of where price might go, but hey, NFP will do what it wants to do and will likely kick us in the butt for any of our analysis. So we'll see what happens. Maybe we'll be right, but we'll have to wait and see. And thirdly, if you're going to OSOC, what a great opportunity to do it today with NFP. You can still grab a Tradeify account. You can still grab a Apex account, code Jimmy Trades for Tradeify. You could still get 30% off for for existing users, and 40% off for new users, 50% off at Apex with code Jimmy, and there's still time to get your accounts. And I will be there. I hope you're there as well. We're going to support our buddy Adam, Day Trading Realtor, when he does his OSOC stream this morning. I will drop a link to that on the screen here somewhere right now. Alrighty. So be sure to head over there and give Adam some support. Okay, let's get ready to go over to the charts. And we are going to start on the daily with NQ. Now, swing point candle closure. That's the first thing I want to point out. Swept the high into this gap. Right, we went through the gap. SMT as well. Insight to order flow. Off this type of candle closure, we can generally expect that we'll get expansion lower. Here's where I actually want NFP to do its thing, because right now we've also swept previous day low into a bullish FEG. So we've got opposing ideas here. Great time to sit on your hands. We are respecting 50% of the previous day's seller's wick. Okay, the wick is so large here that I only want to use the wick and see where price is reacting. So we are reacting off that 50% level, all right? I'm neutral until NFP does its thing. And the reason I'm neutral, as I've just pointed out, is because bullish idea, bearish idea, SMT at the high as well. Okay. If we remain in respect of the 50% level here, and we'll drop down to the hourly now and have a look. We do have change in state of delivery, which is being respected. Okay, it is being respected at the moment. We got displacement through. Yes, we moved above it, but we've immediately come back through, and we are wicking off that level. Okay. That is our bearish change in state of delivery. We want to run our targets, use this, the body high, body open or close, and body open down here. And that puts us with a target down here. And I'll tell you what, doesn't that look very juicy? Equal lows aligned with the -4 standard deviation. We'll see. That would be a clean bearish idea if that was to play out. But we need to wait and see what happens with NFP. All right, let's jump over to ES. Gonna tell us a similar story, but there is room here, and this is where the SMT is. Okay, there is room here if ES wants to run higher and take out that high. NQ has already done so. It's into a bearish FEG as well. So, you know, if price decides on NFP, and it could run up on NFP and then just sell off from there, who really knows what's going to happen? Currently respecting that 50% level of the previous day's wick here on ES as well. But again, out of a bullish FEG with the previous day's low swept as well. So similar story to NQ, we have opposing ideas. The insight to order flow, our swing point candle closure needs to be respected, this 50% level. All right. Let's run with the neutral bias there and hop over to the hourly. So if price does run higher, we have this projection. That's where we're going to look for price to run to. Lower, our projection is going to be from that high to that low. Actually, go to the low there. Similar to NQ, we've got the equal lows down here aligned with that -4. That's a nice target. Change in state of delivery. Well, ES has held up. Okay, ES had a nice push through. This is why I'm neutral, because it's not that convincing. Okay, this could see price run higher, and of course NQ will likely follow, or vice versa. So ES holding up here a little bit better than NQ right at this moment. Alrighty, oil over on the daily, and we did, what were we on there? Was that the hourly? Yeah. So if you remember back to yesterday's video, this was my area of interest, this level or even this level, and I wanted to see a reversal. Well, we got that in the shape of a V-shaped reversal. So we had this hourly IFPG, and that is straight away looking at confirmation of a reversal. Price was able to push through this bearish FEG here finally. So we had a bearish bias until this level, and then our idea was to reassess and we could pivot at that point. So pretty good job there with the bias. Came up respecting this bullish PD array. This is the level here I'd like to see respected, is if price was to continue to move lower here. At the moment, we're very close to an hourly change in state of delivery. I haven't got that just yet, but we are close to that. We've got an hourly swing point candle closure from a bullish FEG, so we're still respecting this bullish PD array at the moment. We've got to push up into a bearish FEG here, so we'll see how that plays out. I'm going to run with a bullish bias while we respect this change in state of delivery here. As soon as that fails, then we'll be looking to pivot. and we'll look for previous day high as our draw. All right. Euro daily move out of a bullish FEG, anticipating a move higher, and now we're up into this bearish FEG on the daily. So we need to move down to the hourly and see if we've got a change in state of delivery yet, and we don't. Still have plenty of low resistance liquidity through the highs here, all these failure swings. And if we look at the daily, we did get a close above previous day high. Be watching this level now that we're in this bearish FEG on the daily. Going to be watching to see if we get a reversal here. So keeping an eye on this level. Neutral for the time being, because we are in that that bearish daily FEG. Okay. So I want to see some structure form here. I don't even mind if we get a down close candle and then the following candle comes down into an FEG and then we can push out of that. I don't mind if we see that at all. Dixie. Let's clean that up a little bit. Okay, we're coming out of this bearish gap, bearish FEG here. We've put in equal lows. At the moment, so I'd be anticipating to see price run lower back into this gap here, and then see how we fare from there. Yeah, clean equal lows right in at that gap. So like Euro, if we put in a bullish candle here, inversely, obviously, having a look at respecting these opposing candles, I wouldn't mind seeing something like this. And then continue lower. Sitting neutral. I'll remain neutral for the time being. Jumping over to gold on the daily. Just looking at the wick, we've respected this 50% level of the wick. Now, I'd say we've found support still at this bullish FEG. Let's move to the hourly. See if we have a change in state of delivery, something to work with down there. We do. Right through this level here, we have displacement. Price has come down, tested that level and moving higher. Let's run our standard deviations from the low here to the high here. And we're currently at the -2 to 2.5. So that's our target area, which is inside this bearish FEG. So if we can get a close above here, then I'm looking for these highs. I know we have -4 here, but with all these failure swings just here, that's where I'm looking for price to run to. Got a bit of work to do. We'll have to get through these opposing candles as well. And we don't have a change in state of delivery bearish just yet. I'm going to watch to see if price can keep respecting these opposing candles here. Bullish for gold. Jumping over to GU. whatever was marked out there was not playing ball. Anyway, so we've got a breakaway gap here. Still got equal highs. Respecting the opposing candle. And this is also a change in state of delivery here with displacement. Looks like we might respect the 50% level of the previous day's range. We might see expansion continued here. Looking for the low here is probably the next low hanging fruit, but the low hanging fruit really is previous day low. That's where I think price might want to head to, previous day low, while we respect that 50% level. Clean that up. Now we're still respecting this bearish FEG. If we get a close above the opposing candles here, then we can start to frame a potential move higher. And we do have low resistance liquidity here. So maybe we'll get there could be a bit of a spike here even. And then a move lower off of that just to clean out that liquidity. Because we've got failure swings on both sides of price. Neutral bias for the time being. All right, let's jump over to Bitcoin. See what that's got going on. We're climbing, baby. We're climbing. Let's go. Let's go. Well, we achieved our first objective. This was an important one. Closed through this bearish FEG, this high, and these series of highs through here. So we've got a nice closure through there. And it looks like we're starting off, which could be a nice expansion candle here today as well. This is our target area. We put this on the chart yesterday, I believe. I'm going to keep it there, and we're going to continue to aim for that. Yeah, we've got a nice change in the state of delivery down here that's been respected. Can get rid of these some of these lines now. No, we haven't rolled over here yet. No change in the state of delivery just yet. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. All right, let's keep pushing Bitcoin. Let's go. Let's go. All righty. Thanks for tuning in, guys. Appreciate all of you for being here every single day. Thank you for another great week as we head into the weekend. I hope you all have a fantastic weekend with your family and friends. And a reminder, guys, to grab your evals before time runs out for OSOC, and also jump over to Adam's stream this morning, 8:30 a.m. Eastern. I think it'll kick off about 8:15. All right. I'll drop the link in the video and go and check it out. Let's give our man some support. All right, guys, take care. Have a fantastic Friday. We'll see you over in Trade Foundry. We're going to hang out in the lounge today, so everyone can jump in and have a chat if they want to. I'm looking forward to that. Take care. Bye for now.